Wars review, 1 day late because I was feeling a little under the weather. Had a crazy headache. Had to stay home from work, and I didn't want to stream. So there. But now we're back. Headache's a little better. Still kind of there. Still kind of there. I'm a little stuffy. Might be sinuses. Dradio. I made you out of Cladio. My diabetes managed to sneak into the new kid and you didn't notice. Nice. I thought you were talking about your diabetes. Alright, we have... I did kind of play that Bar Brady wrong. Because I should have done it to push him away a little more. But did we push him away far enough? No, I should have played him... I should have played the fast pass up or down. So that he'd like push him back. But those level 7s... doing work. This week, big part of winning was getting your Mysterion out. You could also get BHK value. Some teams went Marine Craig to try to kill the BHK. Admittedly, free-to-play whales did make the wrong choice going Future Andy and Marine Craig. Next time we will go SWOW and Belf. I think that's the only change that we really need to make. Just helps with the cycle. The problem with this deck is there's like overall this deck would be better if you got all the value that you were gonna get from the cards. It would like this, for instance. I wonder if that Marine Craig would have hit him. Anyway, you use Future Andy and then you use the Marine Craig and you hit them all, right? That's kind of the idea. But if you can't get that value, then you have Power Bind in your hand, you have Purify in your hand, you have Wonder Tweak, which is potentially, what's the word?
This is my planet.
Like situational. Future Andy is situational. Marine Craig would be situational. Fast Pass, not really, but Nelly sort of, because she's a good cow counter. So it's difficult. It's one of those decks where like the overall, I think if we played a 3-game series, you would maybe want to run this deck because like overall maybe you get more value, and maybe that's not true. But the fact that it's like, 3 games and you're done. If you're, well, I guess, really it's the difference between, 3 losses, because you could play a game of, look at those cows, look at those. Okay, now tell me this. Why did those Gizmos die? They weren't, that one up there wasn't damaged, was he? So then how come he died? Because he's the spawn of that one. Oh, because the spawns are base. Well, no, but base. Guys, help me understand this. I can see him too, yeah. Bro, what the hell? Hold on. Well, if that Gizmo would have survived, I would have died. Why didn't that Gizmo survive? A max level 4 Gizmo survives. Even if the clone is base level 5, it would still be enough to survive New Kid, wouldn't it? Where did it take damage? Oh, maybe it took a little tornado damage that we didn't see. Because the tornado is still there technically. Like, even though it dispersed, maybe still does damage and it's just a visual bug that we don't see that damage. Because it sure doesn't look like he's damaged because he doesn't have a health bar yet. That must have been it. Had to have been it. That definitely happens though, where like, like an assassin's coming and you thought it got hit by You thought it got hit by somebody, but it didn't, but it looks like it didn't. And then it gets to your new kid and your new kid one-shots it, but you played a card, so it's like, well, shit, I didn't have to play a card. See, yeah, my level 4 survived, see? That's weird. Had to have been the tornado damage. Nice play by him, though. The Wonder Tweak's nice to get rid of those cows, though.
This is for Mr. Posse.
He is a nice... I like the Wonder Tweak. And honestly, he's got some surprisingly good DPS as far as like a range unit. And I don't think he gets hit by New Kid. I think all the tweaks don't. Well, I guess Imp Tweak gets hit by New Kid. Yeah, this week, getting the Mysterion out. getting the BHK killed, keeping the Barb ready from your new kid. That's the biggest thing. You got Mosquito to 4. BF Gamer getting all the good levels. Let's go, buddy. Keep it up. Pushing me a little bit closer. Doesn't do much because I can still get another ability off. Ooh, I tried to wait. Oh, that's not bad. I tried to wait to see if I could snipe somebody with it. Because of the Team Wars pack. That's good. Oh, I barely missed. I'm playing kind of dumb right now because he's got low levels, but I barely missed that Marine Craig there. That's too bad. That would have been good value. Still got it, though. Still got it. So the goal with the future Randy would be to like save your BHK, save your Gizmos potentially. That could be devastating. And also to group their units and then use Marine Craig right after. But that's like a 9-cost combo, and you're waiting on card. I would say that if we had a couple more cards in there that slotted better, that probably is the better choice. But like Nelly being 4-cost. If Nelly and Fast were both 2-cost units, you could make that argument better. I would say that it's probably easier to cycle with those. Or if Powerbind and Purify were 2 units you could play more. I figured I was gonna lose here because of the way they pushed here. But if the Powerbind and Purify were cards that had more use, the kind of cards you could play kind of whenever you needed to.
Your planet will fall.
No real reason to use the Purify. It's level 3 only. That's part of the reason I didn't use it. And also, like, they were going to get their value. That's one of the reasons AQR isn't good enough, is because it's just really slow. Even if it kills everybody, it's just really slow. She used to be the meta. Do you guys remember when AQR was in the meta? AQR used to be huge in the meta because it would counter... You'd build like big... I'm not sure if BHK was necessarily always, but you build like big ninja pushes, or you'd have like Mecha plus somebody else. You'd have these big backlines that they would kill with the AQR. And even if you'd do it with Adventure, because then people would start grouping all their units so that they would get they could purify all of them. So it's like, oh hey, your AQR is worthless, but then you fireball on top of them, right? Or then you Satan them or something. So that was a really interesting push pull of that meta. Well, then they changed AQR where it was just much slower. I think at a certain point it did a certain amount of damage, but it was a lot of damage, so not a whole lot of units survived. Like almost no units survived. But if you had I think like a diabetes boy that kept getting healed, or if units got healed over and over again, they could survive. Now I'm pretty sure it goes forever, but it used to be like it was like 5,000 HP or something like that, or 2,500 HP or something like that. Killed pretty much everybody, and it was a little bit faster, and so it made it a little bit more useful. But now it's just so much slower, and even if it does kill every unit, no matter what. I think that's what the change is. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But even though the AQR kills everything, it's just so slow that like most of the time after you play that 5 energy on the AQR, if he's a good player, he'll just slam everything he's got to support that push, because that 5 energy of the AQR, the body isn't very good. I think her body might have used to be a little bit better, like her unit itself. Like, cause for 5 cost, I don't care if it kills every unit on the board. Like when it kills it that slowly for 5 cost, her unit has to be way better. Like if you compare her to like 6 element Randy, sexy nun Randy, stuff like that, like her health is it just doesn't make sense to be so little. That's the same with Swashbuckler. If Swashbuckler had more health, she might be a little bit more useful, but I think what Swashbuckler should have always had to make her better is that, like, I should have Marine Craig like right there. To have the get him. Go Bar Brady. Is he gonna get another hit? Are the cows gonna keep him away? Yeah, we kept him away. If Swashbuckler, I think, would be playable if when you play Swashbuckler and she has the taunt for that first, is it 10 seconds? when she has that taunt for 10 seconds, she should take like 50% damage or something. Or she should like something should happen. Like maybe she does damage back to people who hit her, so she could take out like assassins and swarm would die when they hit her. Like a thorn mail kind of thing. That would be, I think that would make her playable because she would deal with swarm, and probably assassins. But I think what would be applicable would be 10 seconds of 50% damage or 60% damage, 70, 80, whatever. Just they take less damage.
You can't kill that which
Or alternatively, I always thought there should be a unit that like just blocks hits.
I return to the shadows.
As their ability. Like let's say you play Nelly out and the first 3 hits that hit her don't do any damage. It just counts as like 1 hit. And it's like a shield kind of, or maybe it's just one shield, but it's like it would prevent them from getting lightning bolted kind of, right? So it'd be maybe a range card that's 6 energy and it has a shield like that, so you'd have to hit it with 2 things in order to kill it. So it lets it be a high value 6 cost card. You don't have to worry about it being removed immediately. Nelly with that AoE on the baby, that was crazy back there. Cobra Kai getting taken down by those level 6s. It's crazy that one of the only accounts I don't have level 6 is my adventure lock. Can you believe that? I think even Moody has him 6. I think Moody has him 6 or 7. I mean, I can't remember actually. Not positive. It's a good comeback there though. All right, now we got the Mighty Mona. Mighting Moaning Myrtle. Yeah, Drow's a good one to level for sure. The Mighty Monarch. Mighty Moaning Myrtle. Play some Gizmo. I don't think it necessarily matters if you play him in the corner or not. Just kind of makes them choose something. If only Fast Pass still hit stuff in the air. When he first came out, he hit aerial units, and I think honestly at this point, it probably would be fair if he hit aerial units again. If I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I could probably do that, and then Bar Brady. Oh, this is trouble. Oh, this is trouble. I had to do that to protect the BHK. We're gonna do this. So I kind of wanted to Yeah, they did not die as much as I thought they did. I should have probably reset the BHK with that too. And then had the BHK behind him, but then he probably would have taken the bar anyway. Now, I gotta be honest, at this point I thought I was gonna lose. And I'm a little confused as to why he couldn't play a card. So what's his hand right now? Mysterion? Marine Crate, Belf? Purify Powerbind in his hand, maybe, what is it, the other one, Poison? Like, what the hell? Why couldn't he have played a card? He hadn't played a card. He had the 4 and 3, so those are gone, so no Wonder Trick, no Belf, no that. He'd have to have, like, Nelly, or whatever the slot Nelly was. Wouldn't he have his own cows? If he only had 2 energy at that point, I guess. Then he's got 3. Now he's got 4. We should be able to play something. Oh, he just played his cow stupidly. That's why. Well, I guess I should have lost that match, honestly. Like this SWOW was gonna kill me. Like SWOW was definitely AQR was Nelly. Okay, so he had AQR. Or no, I don't know if he had AQR on this one, did he? But the SWOW. Hold on, I have a drink I was drinking. I love these red, white, and berries. This stream brought to you by Smirnoff. This SWOW with the plus 64 was gonna kick my ass. Like I didn't really have anything I could have played. I could have like Wonder Tweaked him out of the way and gotten lucky. Like he could have, if he would have played his cows right here, they would have pushed mine away. Probably killed him. Definitely killed that one. Yeah, mostly killed him. Now could I have gotten 355 with those 2? Well, I guess he hit those ones with that one. So that's the health they both would have had probably. Well, maybe not, because one more would have hit him. I don't know. Look at that one, 2 of that health. Well, if they attacked that fast, they would have still beaten him, I guess. He should have beat me on that. Because SWOW is definitely the better choice. SWOW is just such a good card. So much HP, decent attack speed, and then if BHK gets boosts on her, it's just really brutal. Also, her ability can completely shut down cow value on a defensive situation. Can also screw you up because it can like push people out of the way, or she could be caught like running. So you have to know when to use it right, but it's way easier to play right than the future Randy.
You can't kill that.
And part of the issue with this deck is you can get in a situation where you just like can't really play a card without kind of throwing away situational value that you need. And if somebody's smart, they'll notice that. So like, let's say you play your Nelly here to deal with the Gizmos. Well, now they know, okay, they could maybe, and then if I play my cows, maybe they know. So a couple other things come out and they know, okay, I can play my cows now, and there's literally nothing you can do to stop it, you know, that kind of thing. In this case, you know, there's other things you can do, but that's a big part of Team War sometimes is like kind of hiding what you have to an extent. Because if they know, like let's say if there's a card that's like Satan versus, what are the choices usually? It's usually Satan versus, it's something that's Satan versus Future Randy. Satan versus Man Bear Pig I think is the choice sometimes. So you don't want to really play your Man Bear Pig until you see their Man Bear Pig, because you kind of want them to think you have Satan the whole time, because that prevents them from trying to like set up a big combo that could maybe beat you. So there's that idea of like, and if the team's smart, like in the higher teams, after a couple matches and maybe a couple videos are posted, we'll know, okay, Chefs, Mercs, whatever has this on their as their choices. So we'll say, okay, we know we can poison their BHK because we know they don't have Purify, they have Hyperdrive or whatever the choices are. So it gives you a little bit of an edge if you know 1 or 2 choices ahead of time based on the teams, and that does still come around every once in a while. Keeping the Bar Brady, I was gonna call him BHK. The Bar Brady, BBY, Stabby Cake, Baker's Man. The Marine Craig doesn't kill the Belf, I don't think. Level 5 Future Andy, not bad. I guess there is the real possibility that like saving the Bar Brady from getting to his new kid was good there, but my level 6 Gizmos were able to just absolutely destroy his Future Andy, which gave me really good value on the other cards. And the level 6 Gizmos were able to not get one-shot by the boosted Belf, which really was the difference between that match. And he's also got those level 6s. We take out his BHK here. That was the reason to play the Marine Craig, so it wasn't the worst thing. We saved the Marine Craig with the cows. Those level 6 Gizmos are too scary to mess around with. Unfortunately, Marine Craig didn't get one hit off there, and I really thought he would. Oh, and the angle changes there, but the cows come home to roost. Let's set the Gizmos up, but the cows do the triple tap stabby whack. And we get lucky with the cows for a change. Doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often. Quick mission. This is the remix. What team was that? He's KCB, which is...
This is for Mr. Posse.
Kentucky Fried Chicken? No, what's his name?
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Coon Death Squad, I think. Quick mission.
Beware my return.
Cows, Wonder Tweak, BHK in the corner potentially could work.
Time to collect. Another.
I like that. I like that. Get rid of that BHK. Blow up these guys. Well, I think he could have gotten another Gizmo if he would have used the ability quick enough. I'm not positive though.
You'll never see me. Hey, Kenny.
Oh, will that hit? Will that hit from a distance? No, it doesn't burn out though. We do that and save the Wonder Tweak with it. But then here comes the Wonder Tweak. If that future Randy was level 5, I'd be a little more worried here. But we cycle to the Barbrady just in time. Can we kill the Belf before he dies is the question. Shouldn't be a problem with that extra damage. Every time he hits, he's got 1 extra stack. That's nice. Oh, the cows get the separation. This is Chubba. We're going to have to use my cows. That'll get a BHK boost slowly. This could work out. They get the heal. They get the BHK. You got to kill the cows. We purify the BHK. Oh, BHK, kill a cow. Oh, BHK didn't kill a cow. That would have been game over for sure, because those cows would have gotten 100 extra health.
Not in the face! Not in the face!
We had so many games we didn't get our Mysterion out.
Mysterion brings justice.
See, that's the use of it. Save that BHK. That is definitely the use of it. But will Wonder Tweak the Giz or the? Oh, I like this. Wonder Tweak him in, and then hopefully you start hitting the BHK. Oh, I don't think he was. Unfortunate timing there, or unfortunate angle there. The way that the Barbrady got pulled in. But look at that fast pass value. I could have just played the Marine Kragan one, but I didn't want those gizmos to go crazy. We still take them down with the fast pass. Otherwise, Marine Kragan would match. See, the AQR is just too slow. Oh, that's definitely not the right choice. Definitely not the right choice. All right, we got the home stretch here. Last final 3 battles. Azathoth from Viva La Smoke. Viva La Stoners.
Mysterion brings justice.
We got the Gizmo versus the Mysterion. One of the more technical steps in the game, honestly. If you miss that one, you're screwed. All right, we're going to support that 2 energy dump a little bit here. And nice work. Rogue Token getting taken out. Will the fast pass get another hit off? Absolutely brutal damage. It looks like 2 fast passes is like exactly 1 bar. That's crazy. Plus, by 1 damage, it's 2 bars. That's crazy. Or it's 1 bar. I mean. Go ahead. That's pretty much the only thing I could have done to deal with the... What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Dude, I could lose now because he killed all 3 of my cows. Luckily, that BHK got a heal. Holy crap. Mysterion's still alive somehow. Still alive somehow. He's glitching, and he ends up getting insane value. Luckily, that's a low-level Randy, or else he'd still be alive and we'd still be in trouble. But luckily, we can play a little differently here because of his lower levels. But Jesus, we definitely almost lost that. We definitely almost lost that match to whatever the hell that was with the Mysterion there. All right, we got Julio De La Cruz. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oops. Oh, this is the... We played this guy twice. So this must be the second time if I said oops.
Dead or alive?
So keep that in mind. This is the second time we've seen each other. First, we'll do a flashback. Or flash... This is a flash forward, I guess. The BHK, though, getting taken out. Looks like my BHK might have retargeted. I'm not sure there. This isn't a great setup, but our Barbrady's coming, so we'll be all right. We don't have to worry about his BHK, but will they be separated enough to have trouble? Nope, that's good. Will the Barbrady get away from New Kid here? I don't think so. We got to make sure... Well, if Gizmo would have retargeted there, that would have been bad. But if we still kill the Belf, that's pretty much all the value we needed. I could have purified Gizmo there, but the situation that I saw there didn't seem like... I don't feel like purifying Gizmo when he's on his side already is a good idea, because he just could easily get killed there. And based on what I was seeing, I was already in a pretty good position. So we get a reset. We get the Mysterion out. Felt like a good time. The cows come out. Not a bad play by him. Not sure why he played him, if he would have played the cows right, it would have killed the Mysterion, like mine were supposed to. We get 1 cow, Nelly hits 2 cows. Nelly hit both cows there 2 times. Nice, very good value from the Nelly on the cows. Now we go for that BHK kill. That's the value of the Marine Craig. Also, some pretty decent DPS from him from a distance. Julio de la Cruz, this is the first time in the last matchup. I appreciate you guys being here late on a Monday. We're going to keep going with some quick packs. 5 accounts. That'll be on YouTube tomorrow.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
So we'll see you guys then. But otherwise, thank you so much for being here tonight. Late. It's already midnight and we got quick packs up ahead. Hopefully it's a quick quickies. Hopefully it's a quick quickies. You always come back and forth getting into South Park again. Yeah, it's one of those games that really gets into your skin and sometimes you're just like, God, I want to play that game again. That's how I feel with League of Legends sometimes. Like I'm just like, oh, I want to play that. And then I'll play it and then like 2 games later I'll be like, oh yeah, this is why I stopped playing this game. And then I uninstall it again. Then eventually just see, that's why Belf is also a really good choice because Belf alone can potentially win you a match. Belf can get lucky last hits, just like with the BHK can win you matches. You can get a lucky last hit with the BHK. You can get a lucky... See, there's kind of a good play there is to make sure that he's right on the Nelly and not out of the Nelly's range there, but... Shit, what card was I just talking about? I got distracted by Nelly. Cows is really the only play here. You wait till the first one hits is the main play there. You wait till the first one hits because then your cows don't take the first cow's stampede damage. So that is enough to kind of get a benefit. Like that. Kind of helps me. The Purify, but there's already 2 of them that are gonna be doing crazy damage. That front cow killed the Wonder Tweak. Usually you're only supposed to really be able to get hit by the thing once. But it seems like lately it seems like lately the cows, it kind of depends on how they hit you. And like for some reason they can hit you multiple times sometimes. Otherwise, sometimes you can get hit multiple times but you won't take any damage. You'll still get knocked back. I haven't really figured out what causes that. Here is just crazy Mysterion value. Oh, I was talking about Bebe. So the reason Bebe is so good, and just like BHK, one good heal can win a match with the BHK in Team Wars because the new kid damage is so low. All it takes is 1 good heal. And then with Belf, I think she survives new kid anyway, right? So when you can add a couple extra points, even if BHK dies pretty early, if you get the damage onto, if you get some extra hits onto Belf, that helps her get some last hits. She gets a couple last hits, she's basically unkillable. And that alone, having 1 extra unit out there doing damage, having 1 unit on one side that you can then, play the opposite side and get value, force them, in a deck like this, you don't have a lot of cheap cards. So if you can just, force them to play units on either side, that's why a lot of the times just slamming an assassin on the midline is a good play. Sometimes it's a good play because if they don't have the right cards in their deck, you could take a bar easy. But yeah, Belf is a potential win card just by herself. She gets some lucky last hits and gets a ton of health. Maybe stays alive the whole time BHK is boosting, so she's getting plus 50, 60, 70% attack boost, maybe even more. It's crazy. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. We're gonna keep going with some quick packs. Gonna play some Gizmo. Since we had some Team Wars Gizmo, we'll get some real life Gizmo. And then got some doggo for you, other stuff. Anyway, this Team Wars next week, pretty fun one. I like this one. It's got Ned and Jimbo in it. Some shenanigans there. And we'll see what we pick this week. We'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Don't go anywhere if you're live. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.